going to be the upset to Fnatic's Ascent, as the past couple of weeks have not been able to win it.
Back on the attack for BBL. Seems to be using that initiation power as best they can in a straightforward manner. And with the suppression on Alpha, no headhunter in his hands, Sociable secures it. Spike, the position to be planted, and they will.
Look at how deep right now Magnum is. Through mid he's going, but there's players from Fnatic that could catch him off guard.
Timing from Crashies, and Magnum has now been located. The classics click away, and there he is, gone. Puts it down to 7 in the meantime. Still trying to force BBL off, as you can see. They're planning to get aggressive here. There's a flash on the underhand of Yampi back into short, catches Kayak, looks for the second, he comes through Levin. The conduit! The killer on the face of BBL. So much character building needing to be done in the meantime. Getting used to the environment that little bit more as Magnum goes back into the mid angle. In Alpha's absence, there are plenty on the Fnatic side. It's a Bulldog that can be picked up later on. BBL resting on this A plant once again with little trouble.
Yeah, and it was Kron who will go and pick up that Bulldog as Fnatic look to set themselves for the retake. And unfortunately, Prophet tries to go a bit aggressive, and I don't know if that's what is needed there.
Exactly what you've got to be looking for, though. BBL players pushing through smokes is where Fnatic's preparation should be tailored. Alpha's flag is completely unconsidered.
As BBL focused on the side, Alpha comes in at the right time, gets the first but not quite the second. Levin's the only real rifle he has.
It's got plenty of work to do. I mean, Sociable holding across from main.
Yeah, and well, he's holding on to it but can't hold on long enough. Kron will get that defuse.
And they're varying levels here, BBL. Just doing what they know works, this quick A hit, which so far, Fnatic haven't been able to deal with, at least initially.
No, they haven't. Not been able to hold on to the site. Alpha looking for an angle and accidentally walks against them. Levin getting the entry. Spike goes down. 5 versus 4 retake.
Spike planted.
BBL are going to be trying to search for a kill here if they can. It's often come through heaven. Players like Prophet. But now the group up to fight the push from short.
Blood from short is where the players try to get out from, but it's just Boaster all alone on site. Levin holds left trigger and completely blitzes the opponents coming out. We're all leaving once again.
It's a lot more difficult for Fnatic to make that retake work when they've not got a second layer, when there isn't a player flanking from main or given complete access, free reign in heaven. BBL just taking their timings here instead. Which usually would be Sociable's agent, so they have traded roles, and in terms of the value you get from that kit, it's the clearance of Cat, and now the KO ult coming into the A site again, this time a split.
Oh, and Boaster in the smoke with a judge, doesn't hit. Alpha identified as Magnum who ended up getting the kill, not Levin. He still has his blades, but they expire. Spike down, and still an advantage to BBL in post once again.
Levin holding back though, not overstaying his welcome on that exposed angle heaven. Kayak getting the better of him so far in this series. Cheeky one from Yampi, even on for the second, but walks away. BBL looking like they have this round wrapped up. Fnatic should confirm it.
Yeah, managing to overpower Fnatic on this A side consistently. The delay just not there. The fact that Levin's just able to updraft and dash on towards site and has so much support through the utility that BBL has. There's no comfortable place for a player to sit. Fnatic right now need to find an answer, because BBL are just going to keep doing the same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Act on my
Maybe a 1 versus 1 to sort it out. Maybe. Well, tour de force out through mid he looks. That's where a lot of targets lie in wait, but does Alfajer go for the take? No, decides against it. And now BBL, they try to force it through. It's Alfajer to get another. That'll be 52 in head-to-head engagements.
Thanks for keeping count. And with Yampi now gone as well. Spike can't be left behind. BBL are very quickly taking the site.
Yeah, but look at Alpha, back a sight, back to the wall, knows that he needs to hold on, knows that he has no support, but when Booster comes, BBL are able to rout out any players. Sociable has the spike on his back. He needs to be careful, he needs to get to sight.
So they're having to invest his full utility belt to deal with this issue. There is no empty threat. Chronicle's Stinger still could be a problem, but won't find the final kill. The cheers of the crowd very quickly dampened. Supposed to be 3 and 5 in VCT this year, but irrespective, still questions being posed to BBL here by Alpha.
Yeah, and it's big execute ultimates that BBL have, the first of which has already been used. That's the Nightfall, and the Hunter's Fury ripped from Crashes has not hit. Poster taking an alternative angle doesn't work out, but he needs to move. He needs to get out of there, and the spam works out. Another entry pick for BBL.
Cleaning the board, 4 on 4. Levin still leading this line, entertaining the market fight.
They want this, they want to go, but remember there's no flashes left realistically, and that dimensional drift will clear out Levin, but that doesn't mean you're going to win the fight. Not against this man, who keeps continuously winning out. The primary's taken offline, and BBL trying to find safe corners in which to work. It's the two at back of sight, Perfect and Sociable, but all the hopes are put on right here. Players low on Fnatic's side. And it should be one bullet. They'd be able to win this out against a couple, but instead, no. Just Perfect, shorty in hand, first bullet hitting, and now Kayak on the spike against his Polish opponent. And it'll be a Red Bull clutch for Perfect.
CBL side lined with quality.
Not
Now,
good.
that is ever so slightly unforgiving, but Alpha just reconfirmed with the TP that he was looking to probe B main. And ultimately, that's not something we've seen too much of interacted with so far from BBL, looking to try and push players off of extremities, both with the TP, Kayak as well. This time, though, their execution is into a site which is more than prepared for the execution.
There's no ultimates, it's just weapons. It's the difference between these two teams as well.
BBL like to try and disrespect the smoke, but how much cadence do they give to Kron here? He's fallen back, Levin on the offensive, up, around, over the top. Slam dunk as far as he's concerned. The pistols on the Fnatic side not doing all too much work here, even with the correct read. So BBL get past, yet another trial placed on their route by Boaster. If any team had to be the gatekeep, the stamp of approval for international quality, for anything to get shipped out of the EMEA region, you'd say it would be Fnatic.
Historically, one of the teams that can consistently show up at internationals, right? We always expect for them to be there.
One of the, I think,
Yeah.
if we're looking at recent history. I suppose Heretics also fall into that bracket, as they do this one. Waiting for whoever wins this game, a rematch for either team. That is just that much more salivating. Building up their repertoire here on Ascent. Fnatic already having used one timeout, of course.
Yeah.
So the expectation is there won't be another in this.
Potentially be broke in the next round. This defense economy cannot be stabilized whatsoever. And Fnatic showing so much respect to BBL's aggression every single time. Levin, another entry, and BBL, another site opened.
The spike is a long ways away for now, though. It's going to take a little bit more time for Yumpy to arrive, but Fnatic have folded.
Yeah.
They don't want this. I mean, those weapons they've got left, 2 players on such low health, there's no real reason to go for it.
Yeah, I agree. And now for BBL, they can go hunting, right? And that's probably going to be the next call for Yumpy. Go and try and make this be as painful as possible for the defensive Fnatic, especially when you have money in your back pocket.
Yeah, 3-7 record for him against Fnatic, the Finn. But only calling against Boaster once, in the sense that as the IGL from the start put into this project, that was his responsibility in the kickoff game, whereas a couple of stints on Liquid weren't exactly the same, of course. It does still represent the highlight of his career so far, that Grand Finals win over them in 2023 as Magnum found the first. Kayak wanting to give a little bit more airtime to Sociable there before pulling the trigger. Oh, he's the only healthy one, and he's going to survive.
Oh, realistically, being able to get through it every single time as the utility comes on down.
Suppression onto Boaster. Chronicle still sat on the edge of this. Able to dodge the suppression there a little longer. Kron walking away with one. Yumpy goes down and Spike in an awkward position. Vice Wall was up. A little bit of segregation on this BBL push.
Yeah, that there is, and this is the first time we've really seen Fnatic have an advantage coming into a retake, so that's another thing to notice, and that's why they're flooding, trying to get out. Alpha gets ones of his own, but they've still not found Levin, who continues on. Prophet a double, and now BBL with the opportunity to pivot to the B site, but Kayak looks to cut them off. Right here, right now, he's noted by the Prowler.
Spike down, defender spawn.
Magnum rescues the spike and looks to go B.
Ooh, he's dropping off. Kayak's still going to win it.
And it will be a Red Bull clutch for Kayak. The most
BBL, they're effectively solving half of the problem.
Yeah, it's crazy to see that about a double Sentinel comp as well, right? Straight in, the null command will take all that utility off on anyway, so there's a bit of time here for BBL to get that spike down.
But BBL know exactly what they're up against. They played the exact same comp the last time they were on Ascent. They know its weakness. And leaning into that here, it's 10 toes down on the site. Nightfall in the 5-on-5 to stop Fnatic getting back in.
Yeah, and they know that the short is usually really try and make their approach, and Nightfall invested, Levin leading the charge, crashes, was only able to get Sociable. As we look towards Heaven as well, that's where Boaster's making his approach. BBL might have already done enough to stop Fnatic getting out, but instead, no, it's Alfajer'Li from main. Bodies everywhere, carnage. This is Prophet looking to try and deny this. Shorty in hand, but instead, it will be... Wait, is there enough time?
Yeah, just about. Cutting it very fine. BBL just want to extend that lead, and Alfajer'Li stops them dead at the gates.
BBL just forcing the issue maybe a little bit too much. The spike is all the way out on B. And remember, Prophet doesn't have ultimate either, so BBL are just being aggressive, running it down, trying to make Fnatic uncomfortable, but it seems as if they've settled the defense.
Prophet can recollect the spike. Or should I say Boaster? Got a little bit caught up in that one there. You're always expecting the attack side to be the ones playing fetch, but as you say, it is royally screwed, as expected.
50 seconds, so there's some time to work with.
There is indeed. Crashy's isolated from the rest, but he's been on top form so far.
That he has. All stage, all year, he's been on form.
The 2K mark, which is achievable within this series, but we'll have to see if he can make the start to playoffs for Fnatic that little bit sweeter, as it's the pistol rounds have been up until this point. Pretty damn good. Well, they missed out on the first one here on Ascent. The pistols worked well in the second round, and they are going to in round number 13 too.
I'm just waiting for BBL to peek them.
And tonally, it feels very different to when we saw that against Liquid. As the half dragged on, they looked shaken. Round number 10 in that game at 11.5 seconds, the shortest that we've had in VCT EMEA this year, which feels crazy to say, but they're going through the gears now. And any early confidence which they're able to get, which Kayak is able to get after what we've already seen from Levin, talking about that head-to-head, is going to do wonders for them. 3 off the Yoru ult. Hoping that it's just going to be a couple if he can be allowed to chase Yumpy here.
Well, he's going for it low, but well, he will get one ulti orb, and that's all it's going to be as he's given his death.
Chronicle to close it out. So Fnatic
on Crowd as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's holding the one part of the map where the Bucky is perhaps going to look at its best, other than well, like close up on either of the mains, and
yeah.
BBL have that one covered.
Oh no. They're walking into it.
Do we really want to tempt fate here?
There's no way, right?
Crashi's at the front with the spike, but it's the drone, and that should be Magnum's cue.
Oh.
Kayak has the corner held. And you feel like that should be the floodgates opening for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're slowly looking to use all their utility and scale onto the site. That's what you expect from a team like Fnatic. Taking their time.
30 seconds left.
And looking like BBL will grab an orb towards the tail as well.
Magnum hoping that he could be the best imitation of resistance there for BBL. He's lost his last 3 meetings against Fnatic, of course, but had 3 international events at the same time. Couple with them, the one with KC the last time we were in EMEA. If that's anything to go by, maybe Paris is set up for them, but still so much work to be done in this bracket. And even thinking about the lowers, the potential for Vitality to keep going, the dark horses that we're seeing crop up, KC hanging around there as well. BBL drop out here, that's who they'll be up against. Not willing to consider that right now. This has been a pretty damn good attempt at staving off any of those last few players making it out. Sociable got a card, necessarily reflect the emotions inside the server. Fnatic looking to now eclipse BBL's efforts early on, take the lead back for themselves. The main control held here.
Shadows traveling.
Alpha with a much... Well, you know, the trap is watching the flank here. Usually they'd use it to clear. It's actually just the drone investment to take Profek off the line.
Still sticking around though. Drone destroyed. Still, he is the only one caught by the drone, as Fnatic have plenty of bodies here, and it's a dimensional drift invested by Kayak to clear out the site.
Closest rounds that Fnatic had had previously were from their set executions. Given a chance, a swing at the ace site. It's a slight miss for the time being. Kayak has restored order, but Magnum is right there in and amongst it. Crashi's removed, and Chronicle on the other side of the map, leaving only Boaster in position with the spike. He goes for the plant, and BBL not looking to rush things.
No, but I mean, they should get a move on with it only being Boaster.
Buying as much time as he possibly can. Needed that first shot cleanly. And with Kron cleared out, Magnum stepping up to the plate once more, another multi-kill. And BBL used to be on the receiving end, but just an information exercise. And I suppose you usually expect there to be majority initiators, whatever end of the map you look at.
Yeah, exactly.
Take flight.
The drone to clear out through market. That's where Fnatic are looking to send up Alpha. BBL need to be careful. Alpha actually get marked there, so TP bombed. And next engagement he can't escape from.
But the support network for Sociable is worn thin. There's no one here, no safety
way.
there. But he never needed one of those. Sociable taking this on the chin, looking for more, getting it. It's ugly, but Boaster wins the fight with an SMG, the Spectre, which then walks the spike into Magnum. So easy enough collection on it.
And it is Kayak trying to grab the spike, had to TP away. Fnatic need to engage here. They need to battle their way back to getting that spike plant. But look at the players positioning through B.
They've already gutted the site. Now
30 seconds left.
need to act as the next layer of this attack. That's where Profek is called into question, called to action, finds the kill, has the cross for Kron, but catches a dink in the meantime. All eyes on Levin. The young Turkish star to step up and stop Fnatic. Time is running out, as you say. And so there's not enough time left in the day to make it a possibility. Kayak will walk, head held high. But this, not the best of attempts that we have seen from the black and orange so far on their attack side, which is where we should really be asking most of the that he can TP back to support Boaster in main, taking this walk from short. 2 players scanned. The Fnatic are at odds with this for now, and with the weapons that they have, Levin is out to punish.
Yeah, you'd expect that to be the case. The outlaw firing off and screaming danger, but they've not cleared the corner. The trigger discipline!
Brilliant.
Walks out for Sociable. Remember, that was the one rifle that Fnatic had. They'll be able to rescue it. Alfajer'Li continuing forward, but he's been identified.
There's nobody watching B main here again for BBL, but it matters not. When you can fell the spike in the center of the map, you put your back to the wall and face outwards. Chronicle expected and arrives right on time. Yampi making it 10, BBL. The preset play comes in. Yampi's the one to collect the information early. He has the knife, it's about to gather info.
This is where Fnatic for the first time have really went to be main, right? And well, that is a good seize. Kashi's no way out, chucks the spike back. Confirmation of a kill. The set piece working out, but Fragment was used in the meantime as well.
It's a gun round. You're happy to make that investment. They're going to go for a little bit more of the same here. Magnum still has the Nightfall. BBL still aggressive.
Continuing on, Magnum on the line, but is he baited enough for Sociable? They're going to still try and clear it out. Fnatic and Sociable still alive, blind sure, but can't quite get another. 3-3, and remember Levin has an operator to retake with, which is not the weapon you want.
Yampi hanging around though, yet to be cleared. They're still not in sight.
No, they're not. They're finally out of main now as Yampi had to drop away off the angle. The players still not identifying his position! Oh! And when they do, he finds 2! Boaster now trying to escape with a potential opportunity on A!
Oh, but no second TP, so he has to go all the way around the stairs and misses the jump a little bit too.
Yeah, remember, 2 bodies ready here. Yampi low, and that's what's going to put Boaster in a favourable position. Has to commit to the spike, the spam not quite hitting. Yampi getting up close and personal. Levin here now. Boaster needs a clean engagement, a first one. Levin potentially given that, but they know exactly where Boaster is. One player to find, but it's Levin instead, who will find 11 for BBL.
Such an important round that BBL are able to convert there. The play made into B main, really nice opener with the Armageddon. Heads up from Crashies to remove the spike and any doubt from the situation. Surprised that it's literally just Sociable fighting there, and the transfer from Yampi ultra round Fnatic. And BBL are set up to win the map.
And well, the com will be given 4 players marked in towards B main. Fnatic consistently are getting pushed out, and the utility invested to do so as well.
So often Fnatic relying on Kayak and that Euro gate crash for any kind of gap close. See, he's hanging around in mid right now, potentially thinking about sending the TP towards market and splitting, but when you consider Boaster in A main, Fnatic have given themselves options, and this is the default that we're talking about. BBL not doing anything just yet to interrupt, but here's Levin. No! A flick like that is the exact sort of play they'd be hoping to make mid-round. Drone coming through B as well. All focus on the A site. BBL know what's up.
Yeah, they do. As the bodies start to get on to support. Levin holding from up top as Prophet sits beside Dice, and look at the time once again. Bodies still being hemorrhaged and the spike making another angle of approach. That's the B site where Sociable lies in wait.
Premature null command from Yampi, but as he swings back through, Crashies has been sent away from any site control.
Non-jet duelists, I was trying to say, apologies. But with that being said, Levin needs to be careful, tries to take an engagement. He wants more. He's going again!
And as eager as he is, Alpha prepared for it, as you should be.
The
great equalizer for Fnatic, but then again, here is the mid-aggression. They spotted the two Arch players, but they still don't know about Yampi.
So deep.
And he's hearing the footfall.
And there's nothing to stop this fly.
Oh!
Well, Crashes is actually, never mind. Two players to the good. Profit from the corner, trying to deny the players getting out. Does so. Shorty now to get rid of Alpha. He's got control of Spike. This could be it. The map won.
It's looking very likely. So intelligently set up by Profek. Plays anti to the TP coming in from Kayak. And now Fnatic left down to their last two players. 27 HP between the two. Crashies investing the Hunter's Fury to bring the odds back in their favor. But the health pool still isn't there. And so too the Spike.
Yeah, this would be enough. One shorty bullet would probably grab the both players. But as they come out, Magnum just holds left trigger, and so does Profit. BBL win map